Yes, I'll play the fool. Ah, yes, I'll play the fool. Ah, yes, I'll play the fool. And it's useless. He thinks I'm so naive, how stupid. He knows the things I've seen. I don't let him know. And I just let you go out the door. Why he doesn't take his fault, and why I let him say what's not. If love is blind, then so am I. And on we go, dancing with lies. Oh, why he doesn't take his fault, and why I let him say what's not. Love is blind, and so am I. And on we go, dancing with lies.
Quando eu considero tudo que antena de feição são pouco momento.
Este enorme palco apresenta-se inútil, mas mostra as estrelas em segredo, onde elas têm influência. Quando percebemos que pessoas com plantas crescem, celebrados e encantados embaixo do mesmo céu, glorificados no sangue da juventude, até o corpo ficar pequeno, até a memória da vida escapar. Esta passagem curta na terra trouxe riqueza em frente à minha alma. O tempo debate com a velhice para trocar o teu momento de felicidade para um momento terrível. Tudo está em guerra com o tempo por amor dele. Quando ele tirar tudo de ti, eu vou constituir como um novo.
E re go lerato la makgonthe a kgodi ya kgokgo o lona na ge o ko bega mo o ko jwang ke leswika-swika le le tlotswang ke madimo e fela le sešuthišwe aowa ke naledi ya leboa ye e etetšeng sekhukhune pele bohlokwa jwa lona ga bo balege eupša le a nyatšwa lerato ga le bapa le mampatile ka nako le bobotse le ge bobotse bo fela jwale ka letšatši la marega lerato le hloka bofelo ga se lona lefase ga eba ke phošitše mphošolle mangwalo a ka ke metlae ebile motho ga se a latswa lerato
With the view held within your mirror, nothing was made more clearer. To those with the urge to observe that your rebirth is needed in another. My God, why not? Do a great service to what you've got. Why resist and insist on wilting your seed unlocked? When there's a barren womb where flowers could bloom, a mother's tomb renewed, continued in a vigorous youth, a copy of you left to thrive. Through and through life's primes and passage of time.
Ngiqhathanise nelanga lasehlobo, kodwa uqhakaza kakhulu futhi unesizotha. Izivunguvungu ziqhaqhazelisa esikwakhayo. Ihlobo liyaguquka, kodwa wena umi njalo. Ubuhle bakho bukhonzwe ilanga, futhi ibala lakhe limnyama likhonziwe, kuthiwa ekugqineni ubuhle buyaphela. Lokho kudaliwe angeke sikuphikise, kodwa kimi ubuhle bakho bumi phakade, ubuwena bakho buyamangaza, abuguquki. Ukufa kuphela okuyongiphuca ubuhle bakho. Siyokhula sikhokhobe ndawonye, abaningi bayobona ubufakazi bothando lwethu, kuyoqhuma uthando eliyokhiqiza impilo.
Love is cruel when it is blind. So too are you cruel to my love, blind to my devotion, my infatuation of you, as if a woman of Hellenic beauty. But that you are not my Helen, beautiful in the eyes of others, I won't challenge them, because in doing so, I challenge my truth. That truth being that you are the source of my desires, in that you are of unequivocal beauty. Skin is just skin is just skin. Your darkness is only present in your cruelty to my love.
Drowning in fatigue, my bed will be my hero. It is time to venture into my brain. The day is done, but the whirlwind in my mind has just begun. I reach for my troubles, but far they are not. My eyes long to close, but a boulder holds them open. I venture out to a dangerous abyss. My darkness, which normally swallows its victims, shines a light on your treasured image. Hulolo, day consumes my body, night devours my brain. Sheket, harash lo mafsik.
My mistress. I'm in love with every single aspect of her. I'm in love with her enigmatic, natural, textured skin. Almost poets gloat about how lush and deeply red their mistress's lips are. I must say my mistress's lips are far from red, but are rather pink with a touch of brown in some areas. As ridiculous as this may sound, I'm in love with her scars. Oh yes, I am. They symbolize the pain she has endured, and after all, she is human, and her scars are a silent proof of humanity. I love to hear her speak, and I love the sound of her loud, infectious laugh. Oh, before I forget, I must mention how striking her walk and presence is. She does certainly make a statement wherever she goes. My mistress. My love for her is pure and unique, and so is her beauty, which is incomparable to the unrealistic beauties that are often spoken about in poetry.
When my luck deserts me and I feel shamed by society, I sit alone with my loneliness and cry about the fact that no one wants me. I bother the Almighty with useless cries, cries he seems not to hear. Oh, how I despise what I've become, always envious of skillful men and discontented with what I normally enjoy the most. But as I dwell deep in these thoughts, despising my being, my mind always drifts to you. Then my mood almost totally improves. Your sweet love reminds me that I am enough and that I do not need anyone else to make me feel the way that you
make me feel.
Be wise as you are cruel. Do not stretch my weary patience paper thin. It's possible my sorrow may possess my tongue and allege le profondeur éternel de ma douleur pitiable. A piece of advice, and take it to heart. Tell me you love me, even if it's a lie. Deceive me gently, comme un médecin, who tells dying men they will be fine. Because in this sorrow I will go mad, et j'ai peur, my words may cut and scar. And in this world of folly, bitter and sad, une homme folie is digne de foire. So stop me, de te blesser, and save yourself from my heinous lies. When they yearn to wander, please close your eyes.
Can I compare you to a summer's day? Because you are much softer and less tough. Harsh winds might make the flower buds fall away, and summer days do not last long enough. Sometimes the sun may shine down far too hot, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. Everything once fair is suddenly not, as chances of our aging are not slimmed. But your eternal youth will ne'er have died, and you won't lose the beauty you possess. Death will not brag that you walked by his side, as through these words your virtue will progress. As long as men will breathe and eyes see true, as this poem lives, you will live on too.
Uma ungibuka kwakheka isithombe sezinsuku zamzukwane, lapha amacembe ephuziyo okanye esehlukene nezihlahla, amagatsha eqhaqhazela elinda amakhaza zayo, nezinyoni ezishaya umlozi sezashabalala kuhluka amazolo ebona ilanga. Uma ujula ungibuka kumina uyakubona ukuhalala okusalayo ngemva kokuba ilanga liziphonse kunini. Kuthi ngokuhamba kwemzuzu lokuhla kusithwe yifa elimnyama, iwele lokufa elithatha umuntu limbeke kobandayo. Kumina ubona amalangaba omlilo savutha phezu komlotha lapho ubusha bami buhlezi khona. Njengombhede wokufa okufanele uphelele isikhathi, ubusha obudliwe yisela. Uma ukubuka konke lokhu, uthando lwakho luvele luchichime lube namandla. Kwazise lokho kuzokushiya kungekudala, ikona esikuthanda ngokujulileyo.
In the time of year that you see me, when the coloured leaves of autumn hang, branches, few, most, shake through the cold wind, where the sweet birds used to sing. In me you can see the twilight of each day, after the sun fades in the west, where the black sky devours the sunset, and death's twin lays everyone to rest. In me you can see the bright glow of fire, where the memories of youth stay, as the deathbed where one's last breath is taken, filled with love and care from those around you. This is how you see your love grow, to love, even though it will end in death.
My face is tilted towards the atmosphere, eyelids painted in a hue of pure red. My eyes open to an earth that is clear. All grace and virtue, I am home, I said. But then the greys wash away her paint strokes, kidnap her to a place I will never go. My world is now smothered in cloudy smokes. This betrayal is one I didn't want to know. Yet tomorrow morn she will travel back, but for now she sinks behind the horizon. I call for her to make the sky lilac. All I dreamed of was earth to be enlivened. She taught me what it means to be hopeful. The sun shall rise tomorrow, for it is fateful.
Sonnet 1 by William Shakespeare. From fairest creatures we desire increase, that thereby beauty's rose might never die. Tato iakale, kanoko iamfela, ingani yake ingafana naye, impa wena uamikile fila ka wena, twele pele karusinya nako, ndleni naseka zikanza ntekelo, ngenza yakuliwena isako, jy wat die wêreld se varsste ornament is, inhlobo indile wena kuphela, umfo lomkhabang nilani kungobu angububoni, niko chia yuchwilo. Recognize that beauty exists in your heart, not in the wrinkles surrounding your smile.
Sonnet 130. My lover's eyes are not quite beautiful. They do not sparkle as they should like others. Her lips are thin, colorless, and awful, and her breasts hang low like a new mother's. As for her hair, it's not straight or long. Instead, it's an afro, curly and short. Her body is covered with stretch marks along with back rolls, chubby arms, and legs that are short. My lover's voice is not quite angelic. If compared to music, it sounds unpleasant. When she walks, it doesn't look pleasingly aesthetic. Instead, she walks clumsily like a peasant. Kepha, emehlweni ami uhlukile kunabanye. Ngize ngikuthanda namaphutha akho.
Anything could interfere with the union of two people who love each other. Love that alters with changing circumstances is not love, nor if it bends from its firm state when someone tries to destroy it. Oh no, it's an eternally fixed point that watches storms, but is never itself shaken by them. It is the star by which every lost ship can be guided. One can calculate its distance, but not gauge its quality. Love does not depend on time, although the rosy lips and cheeks of youth eventually come within the compass of time's sickle. Love doesn't alter as the days and weeks go by, but endures until death.
I'll let you stop the line in its tracks and send the cities crumbling into dust. Take the sting out of every deadly thing. Kill summer for autumn's benefit. Make nostalgia from joy and regret from impulse. The world is your plaything, as you know, great time. But there's one request I have to make you, a matter dear to my heart. Oh, don't stamp lines into my love's temple. Don't turn her hope into jadedness. To her, permit a free pass through the years, as a blueprint of beauty to those to come. Actually, I'd like to see you try, old time. My love is safe from you within my rhyme.
May I compare you to a summer's day? You are more lovely and more temperate. The lovely buds of May can be shaken by the rough winds, and summer does not last long enough. The sun radiates too hot. The sun's radiation can be dimmed. Sometimes everything that is beautiful fades. It could be by mistake or it could be caused by nature, but your eternal summer will never fade, and your beauty will never fade. Death will never brag that it has you within its shade, because you will be captured in these eternal verses. As long as men are alive and breathing, and if they still use their eyes to see, this poem will live long to give you life.
When two hearts choose to beat as one,
there should be nothing to stop their throb. Love can't be love.
If you can lose that which should never be undone,
or run from feelings that can't be outrun.
No, love is a thing that should hold steady.
Against storms that split and tear the sky.
Love is a star guiding sailors heady.
Its value's boundless, its heights towering high.
Love triumphs age despite the powers.
Time wields on the fleeting beauty of youth.
Love doesn't change in minutes or hours.
Nor even under the threat of doom.
And if you think my claims of love should ever ring untrue, then say I wrote nothing and claim love as something that none have ever pursued. And if you think my claims of love should ever ring untrue, then say I wrote nothing and claim love as something that none have ever pursued.